Caregiving is totally not an easy job, and more often than not, as a caregiver, you're going to find yourself in a period of low energy or in a slumped period of your life. And in this video, we're going to explore 5 signs for you to look out for so that you avoid a full burnout as a caregiver. Welcome to Basically Physio. My name is Suresh and I'm a physiotherapist. The first sign that you may be facing is called emotional exhaustion. And in this phase, you might be very irritable and very easily overwhelmed by the smallest of things that can happen. For example, if your blood pressure of your loved one is a bit low and it's just routinely that it may happen to be low sometimes, but this kind of things can just easily trigger you and put you off balance and cause you to go into a panic attack. And this is a sign that you might be emotionally exhausted because it might just be too much of a toll on you that has been taken over the past few weeks or months as a caregiver. So if you find yourself in this situation, then the first thing that you want to do is actually take a small mini break if possible and actually reevaluate your emotions and practice some self-compassion. What I mean by this is try to do, even for 5 to 10 minutes, some of the things that you used to enjoy before your caregiving duties last time. And over the time, just try to build up onto this 5 to 10 minutes and just build up every single day and make sure that you protect these pockets of time so that you actually get to enjoy doing something at least and take your mind away from caregiving. The second sign to look out for is physical fatigue. Most of the time as a caregiver, you're going to be involved in some form of lifting or assisting your loved ones or your clients, and this may actually cause you to have some body aches and back pain, and also sleep may not be something that is very good for you right now as a caregiver. So this constant state of fatigue will just lead to a physical fatigue over time. And if you find yourself in this situation, the first thing that you can do, contrary to popular belief, is that you want to have some time allocated for physical activity. Yes, I know you are tired, but having some form of physical activity will actually try to enhance the rest period that you have when you are resting eventually, such that maybe your sleep is not good, but if you are doing a physical activity, your sleep will become slightly better. So, like I said, contrary to popular belief, exercising a little will actually help you in this period of time. And the second thing you want to do is actually fully resting. And if you are not able to fully rest, then speak to your clients or your family members and actually swap out a day or two just so that you can rest completely. You can also go for things like massages, some self-care routine just to relax your mind and your body to actually recharge yourself. The third sign is that you're actually neglecting your own needs and your priorities in your life. So as a caregiver, your role and your identity in life is just not fully a caregiver. First of all, you're a human of yourself and you need to understand that first. And in this aspect, you may have some priorities that is important for you, such that, for example, you need to go to temple every Wednesday and Friday, or you need to go to church every Sunday. And these are the things that if you start to neglect, then this will have a very bad toll for you eventually, and it will lead to a full-blown burnout eventually. So you want to make sure that things that are important to you, they are carved out into your calendar, and this is communicated to your family member or your loved ones, and you need to arrange an alternate solution for the caregiving duties in these periods of time. So try your best not to neglect your own needs and your own priorities in life, because this is the thing that gives you a sense of identity, and this is the thing that actually gives you a break away from caregiving duties. So the sign number 4 is frustration and resentment towards the person that you're taking care of. So for example, actually I've heard of stories, not that I've seen, but I've heard of these stories over the last few years, is that some caregivers are just so stressed out, they start to physically abuse some of their clients or family members, and this has been on and on reported in the news multiple times over the last few years. So this is something that can happen. Yes, although not all the cases of abuse may have a justification, but this is something that may happen when you're just so stressed out or you just do not know what to do. You may actually lead to this kind of physical abuses or some resentment towards the person that you're taking care of. So if you do start to feel this type of feelings and emotions, then you really need to talk to someone. Maybe you really need to take a long break for a while just to get your priorities and your emotions in check before coming back to doing a caregiving duty. The fifth sign is called social isolation, and this is very important because as a caregiver, like I mentioned in point number 3, it's very easy to get overwhelmed and just fully take care of the loved one or your clients. And if you find yourself in this situation whereby you do not have any social activities in a week, then something is very wrong. You have to look at your calendar and mark out times that you're actually meeting people, talking to your loved ones, or actually just going out and just having a social life for yourself. You have to do this because if not, then you will start to lose this identity of yourself, like I mentioned in point number 3. And due to the stress and the fatigue that we build up, it's very easy to actually forgo your social life and just rest at home. But trust me, you actually want to do the opposite and actually just go out and have some fun, even if it's for half an hour or 1 hour each week. So look out for social events online. There's many platforms for you to actually look at what are the social events that's happening, and maybe something that interests you, just go out and try it out and do this weekly for yourself, even if it's just for 1 hour a week. So as a caregiver, I hope that you will reflect on your journey and also understand whether you are showcasing any of these 5 signs that I've mentioned in this video. And if you are, then it is best that you actually try to do some of the tips that I shared with you in this video. Or if you want to watch another video about self-care tips for a caregiver, then this is the video that you can watch that I did before. And thank you for sticking till the end, and I'll see you in the next video.